Episode 5, Backlinks for E-commerce. Love them, hate them, but you can't rank without them. Welcome back to the SEO Playbook, Ecommerce Edition. I'm Dave, and today we're going to talk about the most controversial, misunderstood, and expensive part of e-commerce SEO, backlinks. If you've been following this series, you now understand why Google Ads can be a money pit, how to create product pages that rank, how to convert visitors into customers, and how off-page SEO builds your online authority. But today, we're diving deep into the specific part of off-page SEO that makes most e-commerce store owners want to pull their hair out. Backlinks are like that business partner everyone has. You love them when they're bringing you sales, you hate them when they're causing problems, but you can't seem to build a successful online store without them. Let me start with a confession. I have a love-hate relationship with backlinks for e-commerce too. I love them because they work. When done right, they can take an online store from page 5 to page 1 in a matter of months. But I hate them because they're expensive, time-consuming, and there are more ways to screw them up than there are to do them right. But here's the reality. If you want to rank on the first page of Google for competitive product keywords, you need backlinks. Period. End of story. There's no way around it. So today, I'm going to give you the unfiltered truth about backlinks for e-commerce, what they are, why they matter, what works, what doesn't, and why most online stores either give up or waste thousands of dollars trying to build them. The backlink basics. What are we actually talking about? Let's start with the basics, because I've had e-commerce clients who thought a backlink was some kind of shopping cart malfunction. A backlink is simply when another website links to your online store. It's like a digital recommendation. When beauty blog A links to skincare store B, it's essentially saying, hey, check out this store. Their products are worth your time and money. To Google, backlinks are votes of confidence. The more quality websites that link to your store, the more Google trusts you. It's like having references for your business. The more credible people who vouch for you, the more likely customers are to trust you with their money. But here's where it gets tricky for e-commerce. Not all backlinks are created equal. In fact, some backlinks can actually hurt your rankings if they come from the wrong places. The great e-commerce backlink quality divide. Imagine you're trying to get your skincare products featured in a major beauty magazine. You need endorsements from credible sources. Now, would you rather have a recommendation from a dermatologist who's been practicing for 20 years, or from someone who just started a beauty blog last week and has 3 followers? That's the difference between high-quality and low-quality backlinks for e-commerce. High-quality e-commerce backlinks come from established industry publications and blogs, are from sites related to your product category or target audience, include natural, relevant anchor text, are placed within quality, relevant content, come from sites that Google already trusts and that have real audiences. Low-quality e-commerce backlinks come from spammy, irrelevant websites, are from sites that exist only to sell links, use over-optimized or suspicious anchor text, are placed in link farms or low-quality directories, come from sites that Google has already penalized. The difference in impact is enormous. One high-quality backlink from Allure magazine or a respected beauty blogger can be worth more than 100 low-quality links from random websites. The e-commerce-specific backlink challenges. Building backlinks for e-commerce stores is different from building backlinks for service businesses, and most store owners don't understand these differences. Challenge number 1. Product-focused versus information-focused content. Service businesses can create helpful, linkable content all day long. How to fix a leaky faucet, signs you need a new roof, etc. But e-commerce stores are selling products, not services, which makes it harder to create content that other websites want to link to. Challenge number 2. Commercial intent versus educational intent. Most websites prefer to link to educational content rather than commercial content. A beauty blog might link to an article about the science of anti-aging ingredients, but they're less likely to link directly to your Buy Our Anti-Aging Serum product page. Challenge number 3. Seasonal and trend-dependent products. Unlike service businesses that provide consistent value year-round, many e-commerce products are seasonal or trend-dependent. This makes it harder to build long-term, sustainable backlink strategies. The do-follow versus no-follow dilemma for e-commerce. Now let's talk about something that confuses the heck out of most e-commerce store owners: the difference between do-follow and no-follow links. When a website links to your store, they can add a little piece of code that tells Google whether or not to count that link as a ranking signal. A do-follow link passes ranking power to your site. A no-follow link doesn't. It's like the difference between someone giving you a glowing product recommendation that they post publicly versus someone saying nice things about your products but then adding, "But don't take my word for it." Here's the frustrating part for e-commerce. You might get featured in a major publication like Vogue or get a product review from a popular influencer, and you're thinking, "This is it. This is going to skyrocket my rankings." But then you discover it's a no-follow link, which means it's great for traffic and brand awareness, but it's not going to directly help your search rankings. Most major publications and influencer platforms use no-follow links by default now, which means getting ranking-boosting backlinks has become much more challenging than it used to be. The expensive tools trap for e-commerce. Let me tell you about the backlink analysis rabbit hole that has swallowed countless e-commerce store owners and their marketing budgets. To properly analyze backlinks, both yours and your competitors, you need professional SEO tools. We're talking about platforms like Ahrefs, $99 to $999 per month. SEMrush, $119 to $449 per month. MozPro, $99 to $599 per month. Majestic, $49 to $399 per month. And that's just for the tools to analyze backlinks. That doesn't include the cost of actually getting them. I've seen e-commerce store owners spend $3,000 a month on SEO tools, thinking they're going to become backlink building experts overnight. 6 months later, they're broke, overwhelmed, and their rankings haven't improved at all. Here's the reality. These tools are powerful, but they're designed for SEO professionals who understand how to interpret the data and take action on it. For most e-commerce store owners, it's like buying a Formula One race car when what you really need is a reliable delivery truck. The backlink buying minefield for online stores. Since building backlinks organically is so difficult and time-consuming, a lot of e-commerce stores decide to just buy them. And why not? There are thousands of websites out there offering to sell you backlinks for anywhere from $10 to $1,000 each. This is where things get dangerous for e-commerce stores. The backlink marketplace is like the Wild West. There are very few rules, lots of scammers, and even the legitimate sellers are operating in a gray area that Google doesn't approve of. Here's what typically happens when e-commerce stores try to buy backlinks. Scenario 1. The cheap link disaster. You find a service offering 50 backlinks for $100. Sounds like a great deal for your skincare store, right? Wrong. These links come from link farms, expired domains, and spammy websites that Google has already identified as problematic. Instead of helping your product rankings, these links can get your entire store penalized. Scenario 2. The expensive link gamble. You decide to go with a more expensive service, maybe $200 to $500 per link. The quality is better, but there's still no guarantee. The links might be removed after a few months. The websites might get penalized, or Google might change its algorithm and devalue those types of links entirely. Scenario 3. The temporary success trap. Sometimes bought backlinks actually work temporarily. Your product rankings improve, you get excited, and you buy more links. But then Google updates its algorithm, identifies the link network you've been using, and your rankings crash harder than they were before you started. I've seen e-commerce stores spend $15,000 to $30,000 on backlinks only to end up worse off than when they started. The influencer marketing reality check. Okay, you might be thinking, if buying links is risky, I'll just work with influencers. That's more natural, right? Well, sort of. Influencer marketing can be an effective way to earn backlinks and build brand awareness, but it's not as simple as it sounds for most e-commerce stores. First, you need to find influencers who actually align with your brand and have engaged audiences that match your target customers. Then you need to negotiate partnerships that provide value for both parties. Then you need to hope they actually create quality content that includes links back to your store. And here's the kicker. You're competing against bigger brands with larger marketing budgets, free products and services that influencers prefer over smaller stores, agencies that manage influencer relationships full-time, other e-commerce stores who are also trying to work with the same influencers. The acceptance rate for influencer partnership requests is typically around 5 to 15%, which means you might need to reach out to 20 influencers to get 1 to 3 partnerships. Oh, and did I mention that many influencers now charge fees even when you're giving them free products? So even free influencer marketing often isn't free anymore. The scale problem that breaks most e-commerce stores. Let's talk about the math that makes most e-commerce store owners give up on backlink building. If you have a typical e-commerce store, you might have 100 to 500 products across multiple categories. Maybe you're also creating blog content and category pages. That could easily be 1,000 plus pages that could benefit from backlinks. Now let's say you want to build just 3 quality backlinks to each of your main category pages and top products. That's potentially thousands of backlinks you need to acquire. If you're doing influencer outreach and you have a 10% success rate, you need to contact thousands of potential partners. If each outreach takes 30 minutes to research and personalize, that's hundreds of hours of work. If you're buying backlinks at $200 each, that's hundreds of thousands of dollars. If you're trying to build relationships and earn links organically, you're looking at years of content creation, relationship building, and industry networking. This is why most e-commerce stores either give up on backlink building entirely or hire agencies to do it for them. The agency reality: why professional help makes sense for e-commerce. Here's something that might surprise you. I'm not trying to scare you away from backlink building. I'm trying to give you realistic expectations so you can make informed decisions about your e-commerce SEO strategy. The truth is, backlink building for e-commerce is a specialized skill that requires industry knowledge and relationships, professional tools and software, dedicated time and resources, experience in what works and what doesn't for online stores, the ability to scale efforts across multiple product categories. A good e-commerce SEO agency can accomplish in 6 to 12 months what might take you 2 to 3 years to do on your own. And they can do it more safely because they understand Google's guidelines and have experience navigating the risks specific to e-commerce. But here's the key. Not all SEO agencies understand e-commerce. Some use the same tactics they use for service businesses, which don't work as well for online stores. When evaluating an SEO agency for e-commerce backlink building, ask these questions. Can they show you examples of e-commerce stores they've helped rank? Do they understand the unique challenges of product-focused SEO? How do they approach seasonal and trend-dependent products? What's their experience with Google Shopping and Merchant Center optimization? Can they provide case studies of e-commerce businesses similar to yours? The white hat strategies that actually work for e-commerce. All right, let's talk about backlink strategies that are both effective and safe for e-commerce stores, what the SEO industry calls white hat tactics. Strategy 1. Product reviews and features. Reach out to bloggers, publications, and influencers for honest product reviews and features. These often result in high-quality backlinks and can drive significant traffic and sales. Strategy 2. Industry relationships and partnerships. Build relationships with suppliers, manufacturers, complementary brands, and industry organizations. These connections can lead to backlinks from highly relevant websites. Strategy 3. Content that earns links. Naturally create content that's so valuable, unique, or interesting that other websites want to link to it. This might be original research about your industry, comprehensive buying guides, or tools that help your target audience. Strategy 4. Digital PR and media coverage. Get featured in industry publications, podcasts, and news websites. These mentions often include backlinks and provide credibility beyond just SEO value. Strategy 5. Resource page inclusion. Many websites have resource pages that link to helpful tools, products, or information. Getting included on these pages can provide valuable backlinks from relevant sources. the content marketing strategy that builds backlinks. Here's a strategy that works particularly well for e-commerce stores, creating content that naturally attracts backlinks while also driving sales. The linkable content formula for e-commerce. Educational guides. Create comprehensive guides that help customers understand your product category. The complete guide to choosing the right skincare routine for your skin type. Industry research. Conduct surveys or research about trends in your industry and publish the results. 2024 Beauty Trends. What 1,000 women really want from their skincare. Comparison content. Create detailed comparisons that help customers make informed decisions. Natural versus synthetic skincare ingredients. A complete comparison. Behind-the-scenes content. Show how your products are made, your quality standards, your sourcing process. People love transparency and authenticity. Seasonal and trend content. Create content around seasonal needs and trending topics in your industry. The key is creating content that provides genuine value to your target audience while naturally showcasing your expertise and products. The internal linking strategy for e-commerce. Before you spend thousands of dollars trying to get other websites to link to your store, make sure you're maximizing the power of the links you already control. Internal links. Internal linking is when you link from one page on your website to another page on your website. This helps Google understand the structure of your store and can pass ranking power from your strongest pages to your newer or weaker pages. Here's a strategic internal linking approach for e-commerce. Link from your home page to your most important category pages. Link from category pages to featured and best-selling products. Link from product pages to related and complementary products. Link from blog posts to relevant product and category pages. Create gift guides and collections that link to multiple products. Use breadcrumb navigation to show page hierarchy. This won't replace the need for external backlinks, but it will help you maximize the value of the authority you do have. The long-term mindset that separates winners from losers. Here's the mindset shift that separates e-commerce stores that succeed with backlink building from those that fail. Losing mindset. I need 100 backlinks by next month to improve my product rankings. Winning mindset. I'm going to build relationships and create value in my industry, and backlinks will be a natural result of that effort. The e-commerce stores that succeed with backlink building think of it as brand building and community involvement, not as a technical SEO tactic. They partner with influencers because they want to reach new audiences, and the backlink is a bonus. They create valuable content because they want to help their customers, and the backlinks are a side benefit. They build relationships with other brands because it makes sense for their business, and the backlinks are just icing on the cake. The measurement challenge for e-commerce. One of the most frustrating things about backlink building for e-commerce is that it's hard to measure the direct impact of individual links on sales. Unlike Google Ads, where you can see exactly which keywords and ads are driving purchases, backlinks work cumulatively over time. You might build 10 backlinks over 3 months and see your product rankings improve, but it's difficult to say which specific links caused the improvement. This makes it challenging to calculate ROI and can make backlink building feel like a leap of faith. The key is to focus on leading indicators. Are you getting backlinks from relevant, high-quality websites? Is your overall backlink profile growing stronger over time? Are you building relationships that could lead to future opportunities? Is your brand becoming more recognized in your industry? Are you seeing improvements in overall organic traffic and rankings? Your e-commerce backlink action plan. Given everything we've discussed, here's a realistic action plan for most e-commerce stores. Week 1. Audit your current backlinks. Use Google Search Console free to see what backlinks you already have. Look for patterns. Where are your best links coming from? Week 2. Maximize internal linking. Go through your store and add internal links between related products, categories, and content. This is free and completely under your control. Week 3. Industry relationship building. Make a list of potential partners, suppliers, complementary brands, industry publications, and influencers you could potentially work with. Week 4. Content planning. Plan your first piece of linkable content, something so valuable that other websites in your industry would want to link to it. Month 2 and beyond, consistent effort. Dedicate a few hours each month to relationship building and content creation. Don't expect immediate results, but stay consistent. The budget reality check for e-commerce. If you decide to work with an agency for e-commerce backlink building, here's what you can realistically expect to invest. Small e-commerce store. $2,000 to $4,000 per month for ongoing link building and content marketing. Medium store. $4,000 to $8,000 per month for more aggressive link building campaigns. Large store. $8,000 plus per month for comprehensive link building and digital PR campaigns. These numbers might seem high, but remember, you're not just paying for links. You're paying for strategy, content creation, relationship building, influencer outreach, risk management, and ongoing campaign management. What's coming next? In our next episode, we're going to talk about what success actually looks like for e-commerce SEO. I'm going to show you how to track your progress, what metrics actually matter, and what you can realistically expect as your SEO efforts start paying off. We'll also talk about the compound effect of e-commerce SEO and why the stores that stick with it long-term always win in the end. Look, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Backlink building for e-commerce is challenging. It's expensive, time-consuming, and there are more ways to mess it up than to do it right. But here's the thing. Your competitors are facing the same challenges. The e-commerce stores that succeed are the ones that either commit to doing it right themselves or invest in professional help to do it for them. The worst thing you can do is nothing. If you're not building backlinks, you're essentially conceding the first page of Google to your competitors who are. Remember, e-commerce SEO is a long-term game. The stores that win are the ones that think in terms of years, not months. They build real relationships, create real value, and earn backlinks the right way. It's not easy, but it's worth it. Because once you build that authority, once you establish that trust with Google, it becomes much easier to maintain and grow your rankings over time. And unlike Google Ads, where you have to keep paying more and more just to maintain your position, strong SEO becomes a sustainable competitive advantage that gets stronger over time. I'm Dave. Thanks for listening to the SEO Playbook Ecommerce Edition, and I'll see you in the next episode where we're going to talk about what victory looks like in the world of e-commerce SEO.